Redditors who hate exercising, but do it anyway. What are your tips for staying motivated? Have a hype playlist to listen to. Stuff that makes you feel like a badass. Have someone to exercise with. Keep each other accountable for going and exercising. Maybe play a team sport. Then if you don't exercise you'd be letting down the team. I hate running, but I've been running regularly for over 10 years now. There are a couple of things that keep me running. One is that, although I dread going for a run and hate it while I'm running, I have never regretted going for a run. I'm always glad afterwards that I did. Another is that often I make something I want a condition of doing a run first. For instance, I won't have dinner until after I've gone running. I also have a minimum distance that I run each week. I do this each and every week, no matter if the weather is shit, if I'm on holidays, or away on business, busy this week, etc. If for some reason I do not manage to make my minimum distance, I make up for it the week after. I know myself well enough to realize that if I didn't stick religiously to this, I'd quickly lapse. Finally, I used to be really overweight and very unfit. I look and feel so much better now thanks to doing this regularly. I've seen firsthand that exercise works, so that's a good motivation to keep doing it. Another is that I often make something I want a condition of doing a run first. For instance, I won't have dinner until after I've gone running. I would starve if I did this. I'm doing it with homework resulting in me eating hours after I got hungry. And I actually want to do my homework. Besides the hunger, are the fact that not eating when I get hungry severely damage my mental health and makes me an emotional wreck that cries for hours. If you are gonna make eating a condition of doing something you do not want to, know yourself enough to know if you will actually do the thing. If not, then make the reward something that does not affect your life and health as much as food does. Well, my tip is that if you have had a shitty day or just don't feel like doing it, force yourself. There will always be that shitty day or the day when you just don't feel like doing it. Then you have to just force yourself to go and exercise, because if you don't go that day, then when the next time comes you'll probably stay at home and not go exercising, and it could lead you to stop going. TL. Doctor, force yourself to go exercising, because there will always be that shitty day where you don't feel like exercising. I always keep in mind that I'm only cheating myself one way or another, be it my gym membership fees, or the home gym equipment I invested in for home use, or even skipping out on exercises I don't like to do, or doing them improperly. I'm only cheating myself, and in some cases I'm letting somebody else take advantage of my desire to be a healthier individual through paying them for a service I'm not utilizing. It's also out of spite for those that have said derogatory remarks about the fact that I started to work out. When I want to stop, I imagine their mocking tones, words, or expressions and use that to fuel my fire. Motivation is a lie. There is no such thing as feeling motivated. People who exercise regularly are not waking up think they feel like exercising that day. They wake up and exercise because exercising is what they do after they wake up. It's like waking up and having coffee, waking up and going to work, waking up and having a shower, waking up and having a shit. That's your routine, and you follow it because it's how your day-to-day life goes. It starts with discipline. You are in the wrong frame of mind if you think you need to motivate yourself to do anything. You need to be disciplined into knowing that you're doing something because that's an urgent priority and it needs to be done. That's how you form routines. It's the same for dieting. People fail at dieting because they consider it a transient thing they motivate themselves to do, thinking they can go back after they've lost a certain amount of weight. They need to drill into their head that this is not a diet. This is their way of eating for the rest of their life. Same with exercising. You're not waking up, motivating yourself to exercise, then exercising. You are exercising after waking up because this is a natural order of your life. Motivation has nothing to do with it. It's all about discipline. It should be like brushing your teeth. Are you ever motivated to brush your teeth? Rarely. But you know you should, so you do it routinely. Same with exercising. Taking care of your body should be part of your life's routine, not some extra thing you have to get in the right mood for. 2 things. Have a reason, and that reason can't be to lose weight. I for example like track and field. Sure, I'm now 30 and past my prime, but working out to work out is boring. I hate working out. Every time I push the bar up it's like ugh, this is so boring and it hurts. But I love sprinting, so I train to sprint faster. Secondly, write down everything. Personal bests feel great. If your bench press is X amount and the next time you do bench you add £2 and 50 pence to each side and complete the same number of sets, it feels good. You've improved. Don't just go on a treadmill for an amount of time. That is so boring you'll want to die. Go for a certain distance and improve your time at that distance. See how fast you can complete 2 miles. Maybe you start out on the treadmill at 5 miles per hour until it hits 2.00 distance. But if that's too easy, to 5.2 miles per hour next time. You'll eventually get to a speed that is hard for you, and when you successfully beat your 2-mile time even by a few more seconds from going 0.1 miles per hour faster than last time, it feels good. I know people say to enjoy the journey, not just the end result, but I don't actually like the exercise part. I just like finishing the workout and seeing that I lifted 5 pounds more or took a few seconds off my best running time. It's a post-feeling thing. I know I'm gonna feel better mentally afterwards. If I don't make the effort, it will eat away at my conscience all day, and it will manifest into a psychological demon. So I kind of force myself to do it, so I don't have to confront that self-shame. The physical aspect is almost a byproduct, but ultimately important. Over the years I've learned to not care about what others think. These days I work out for myself. Sometimes I imagine child me time traveling and seeing adult me, and I want him to think shit. I thought I would always be a skinny wimp, but I look pretty good. Not relying on motivation. Motivation is fickle. I would start working out after work in spurts and quickly lose motivation and stop. Now it is built into my routine. I prep my gym bag and breakfast in the evening and wake up in the morning and hit the gym. If I don't hit the gym, then I would have wasted the prep and morning. I've been using this app called Streaks to also help me keep the routine up. Basically I find the longer that streak is broken, the harder it is to break it. I circumvent the motivation deficit. The vagaries of human nature negate motivation entirely after the initial excitement. You must be diligent in establishing a routine precisely because motivation is a mercurial emotion, and if we lack conviction then we are even susceptible to preemptively deferring exercise to another day. Discipline and a regimented schedule that allocates time to exercise will entrench it as an obligation. If you fail to comply one day, you'll suddenly feel contrite. You'll even reproach yourself for your lapse in dedication. Use the disappointment in yourself to redeem yourself. First, discern which exercises are intrinsically enjoyable to you that can invoke some enthusiasm to start. Then devote a proportion of your day and commit yourself to your new obligation. The easiest way for me is to let elevation gain provide the motivation. When I try to run on flatlands, it is so difficult to push myself, and I get bored easily. When I'm on a trail that goes straight up, I just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and the gain provides the pain. Also works on stairs. Taking the 21 flights to my office is a quick intense workout that only requires that I take the next step. Whereas doing the same amount of work on a step machine requires so much self-discipline. But I agree with the others, make it a part of life as ingrained as teeth brushing, and find whatever is fun for you. Taking breaks but staying in main mode can really help refresh the mind and desire. Over the summer in backquote 19 I lost 85 pounds. It was a game changer. Working out every day and eating right religiously. The problem is I'm a foodie and a damn good cook, and coming into the holidays I knew I wanted to enjoy it. Around October I lost literally any drive to work out. This was the point I put myself in maintaining mode for the holidays and winter. I let myself enjoy a few more snacks than normal, but did great following the basic rules of living healthy. It's almost spring. I gained all of 3 pounds and I can't wait for the sun to come back out. I'm re-motivated for sure, and working to finish the other 15 pounds, to lose the 100 I set as a goal. TLDR, breaks in diets and exercise routines can be a good thing and mentally refresh your goals, as long as while you're on that break you always have in mind you're going to get back at it. Speaking from experience, and going through my own struggles, just make the effort to go to the gym. At most it's for 1 hour of the day, and get it in your head that this is a long-term goal, not for the short term. Slowly incorporate it into your daily routine, not a chore that must be done. Exercising can be fun, but you have to find a way to make it fun for you. Music is the best route to take. Motivation comes from within, but as you start going, remind yourself it's only 1 hour today. Then do the same the next day, etc. Don't think of the workouts as being something bothersome. One step forward every day. Small steps